been kind of an interesting day. Where are y'all at? So we came out to Cal City. Actually, the reason we came out to Cal City was to drop off some salads and food to individuals. And we went over by the house. A few people were over there. Some out-of-town people were there, leaving balloons and teddy bears and so forth from Las Vegas. But the case is getting more interesting and more interesting every day. The fact that the house has been gone through 5 times with warrants. My understanding is there has been no real evidence found. That is not confirmed with the chief yet, because the chief, from my understanding, does not work Mondays. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow. But, I've been warned about going to the town. I've been warned that I could get in trouble for impeding the investigation. I'm sorry, I'm not impeding. I'm investigating, yes. But I'm not impeding on an investigation. So we go over there, we chat with a few of the locals and hear a little information about what's going on with the case. And we leave there, we go, and we go to eat. So we go to a little place on California City Boulevard to eat. As we were driving down California City Boulevard, we saw 3 Cal City PD cars pulled over in a parking lot. Well, right after we got out of the car and walked in, we have a Cal City PD that goes to turn in the parking lot right after we did, and almost collided with another car coming out of them that was basically looked like he was leaving the parking lot. So we get our food, we sit down to eat, and we have another Cal City PD car pull in, drive by, look at us while we're eating our lunch. Yes, we're eating lunch. And then he goes down and sits at the other end of the parking lot. And then turns around, goes to the little frontage road, drives by really slow, where we're eating. Okay, whatever. I'm not impeding an investigation. I'm working an investigation on the missing toddlers. And what's going on there, There's so many weird little niches and cliques involved with this case. I'm happy that somebody put up another $20,000. I'm glad someone else put it up. But there's no information that can be found so far in regards to the business that put it up. Grow that is in the process of getting approved through Cal City. Information about this company, about who they are or who the owners are or anything of that sort. It's called Traditional. And they stated it's supposed to be in regards to the cannabis industry. So, who is Traditional? Anybody out there have an explanation who Traditional is? The only thing I see is a company that's actually supposed to be they have a date today with the city in regards to their licensing. And I'm told that is a company that put up the $20,000. A huge marijuana grow. I have nothing against marijuana, trust me. I don't. But there's so many little loopholes, so many little things going on with this case that somebody does not want. Somebody doesn't want any information in this case released because maybe it's possibly tied to other stuff. You know, I've never seen a case that's been so hush-hushed for so long in regards to a case like this. I'm sure there's quite a few people in that city that know what's going on with this case. I'm headed back into the Antelope Valley right now. I left Cal City. I gave a bunch of people salads and stuff to eat, and I'm going back out to my area. I actually, believe it or not, I feel safer in the Antelope Valley than I do when I go to Cal City. I feel like I have somebody watching over my shoulder when I go to Cal City. I feel like people are trying to intimidate me when I go to Cal City. I've had weird phone calls from people about, oh, did you have this footage? Did you have footage about this? Did you have footage about that? My footage is all out there. All my footage is online. You can go view it all. Anybody out there that thinks I have footage of them, go on my YouTube. Go look. You'll see every bit of footage I have from there. And yes, I think CPS is covering something themselves also. I said it before, I'll say it again. The only thing I am in Cal City for is for those boys. If anybody has any other agendas, keep those agendas to yourself. That is not what I'm there for. I am there for the boys. If people are nervous for some reason because I'm there, sorry about that, but I'm there for the boys. That's it. And you can tell when people really don't want you in their area. You can tell when people really want you out of the area. Oh, people have made statements about, oh, you are on camera talking about this person and that person. Who the hell are these people? What makes them think they're so special that I want to be talking about them? Are they that special? No, they're not. Nobody is better than anybody else. And if you think you're better than everybody else, you need to look in the mirror and take a look at who you really are, because you are no better than anybody else on this earth. I don't care who you are. The only one better than us is God. But, of course, there's no new information from Cal City, really.
Seems like there never will be.
And it's truly sad to say, but I truly don't know if we will. That's it's a small, big, little city with very close-knit ties in it. And, you know, it's the only town I know that doesn't put out press releases. It's the only town I know that doesn't have a PIO in the law enforcement entity. It's the only town I know that Children's Services didn't come forward about missing children. I know people say that they're not used to doing, certain things with media, but I'm sorry. There are people in that area that are extremely familiar with media and press and movies and video and everything of that sort. So, what's the real reason that there's no press releases? Sorry if it's a little shaky, folks, but the road's bumpy out here. They really need to fix the highways too out here. There we go, that's a little better. This is just, it's a very interesting, very odd case. There's a lot of different things that don't add up. But at some point, I feel myself and a few other people will get to the bottom of this case, in a way, on certain things. It's amazing. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of comments recently about the reason that this hasn't made national news is because they're two little black children. I'll give you guys a little information about how the news service goes. There's a couple different large entities that feed all the media sources. You have main ones for LA County, New York, Chicago, different areas. But Kern County doesn't have like a major entity that handles news to all the networks and radio stations and newspapers and all of that. It's basically all for have to try and figure it out right there would be why it really hasn't hit networks. Because Los Angeles County really does not cover Kern County. And it's truly sad. I don't believe that it's because of race. I believe it is because of the corporations that send out all the media. Because I'm going to let you know, it was sent to every network, English and Spanish in California basically received this case. I know personally they do. Our footage was sent out to them under a different name, but they did receive all this. And it's truly sad that this case is still sitting in limbo the way it is. Normally, with missing persons cases, if you call Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and talk to them about a missing persons case, you're going to get referred to Homicide Division. If you call LAPD, you're going to get referred to Homicide Division. Who's the Homicide Division in Cal City? Anybody know? Does anybody know of a Homicide Division at Cal City PD? I don't. I know they're doing their job. I know they brought a bunch of evidence to be tested. We don't know what the status is. I was told that all the evidence came back, but that's not confirmed. So what do we have? We still have an open case with basically nothing. 7 weeks later. And there's still nothing. Who's the former LAPD homicide detective? I'm really curious to know. I was told Hansen is working the Cal City case. Who's actually in charge of the case? This case is actually very frustrating. It's very frustrating because there's really nothing to go off of. The individuals that lived in that home are gone. They've been out shopping and having fun and going on walks and, you know, it's just a very frustrating case, folks. Who, you know, the big question. The big question. I don't want to talk to Duty Ron. He's out of state. He talks to the chief over the phone. If Duty Ron wants to talk to me, he can call me. My number, once again, is 661-456-6978. Duty Ron can contact me if he wants to. But I want to know who the lead detectives are locally. Who is in charge of the investigation? See, if the small guys, as we're considered a small guy, okay, in media, but we actually cover, I mean, we've been covering from Cal City down through Santa Clarita. Our YouTube is not as large as our Facebook. Our Facebook has a very large following. But we're considered a small guy. And nobody really gets information. I've been told I'm not getting information because I don't have my credentials. I have my credentials. I'm a licensed business. They know I'm a licensed business because I know they've been looking into me. And, okay, I was there today, and if I'm correct, there is a potbelly stove in the enclosed patio. I was told by somebody that's been in that home that there's a new potbelly stove in there. And it really looks like the ventilation coming out of the top of the house is pretty darn new. You know? The whole thing boils down to, folks, where are the boys? Who did what to the boys? Who's going to get arrested for what happened to these boys? And when are some true facts going to come out in regards to this case? You know, I know there are certain individuals that watch my stuff all day long. They watch everything I do. They know when I talk, when I don't talk. And I know that they have media background from their old job. They have a lot of media background. So, you know, they should be able to talk to the general public very easily. But they act as if they can't. It's truly sad. But as I said before, when was the last time the kids were seen? I'm not talking about by hearsay. When's the last time there's a photo or video showing these boys? Where is the last place they were seen? When and where is the last time they were seen by a social worker, since they had foster kids in that home also? When is the last time any of the extended family saw these boys?
Who were they last with? Who were they seen with last?
Yeah, who were these children with last? Who is it? Somebody knows? Somebody knows what happened to these little boys? somebody knows where the hell they're at. And it's just, you know, and the other thing, hey, was Jacqueline West really being abused? You know, a lot of things don't make sense. Trezor said he was moving to that house to go off grid. He was going to grow his own garden. Sorry, but to feed 8 people, you do not even have enough room in that backyard to grow enough to feed the family. There is no way. And in order to grow in that backyard, man, you got to till that thing up, take out about a foot worth of dirt, bring back in topsoil, and then hoe. And you definitely wouldn't put all kinds of concrete sidewalks out there, because that would be taking up your garden space. So there's just so many. If he came out of the military with PTSD, which means with PTSD, he could snap at any second, and on anything he could snap. You know, he could snap in an instant. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he did snap. Maybe she snapped. So, whatever. It's getting frustrating, people. It's getting frustrating and very frustrating. Especially when you feel like you're being followed by law enforcement and business owners and people making accusations about you and trying to discredit you. They're trying to discredit me so they look good. Well, while you're discrediting me, you still look like crap. Sorry. And on that note, people, I don't want to get all frustrated on here. I'm going to say, God bless everybody. God bless the children, wherever they shall be. We will be talking to you all soon. Oh, I'm going home to take a break right now. I'm going to spend time with my grandbabies. But I'm not going to give up. Don't worry about that, folks. I'm not giving up. If I have to, I'll bring more people out there with me. I know a lot of people that I can bring out there with me. I have friends in every realm you could think of. So everybody have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you all. We'll talk at you all soon. Just remember, where are the boys? Where, what, and when, you know? And who are the creatures that did what to them boys? On that note, God bless you all. Have a blessed day. I'm out, and I'll keep on going, and I don't want to get angry.